Let me see if I can figure out this Instagram thing. Also,
Oh, we don't have our countdown?
I didn't do it. Give me a second.
Oh, no, it's okay. We already have people in here. It's fine.
Yeah.
I was just expecting that. So then I'm like, oh, I have a couple minutes to gather myself. But no,
Gather my
no,
thoughts.
I don't. It's fine.
Hello, everyone. We don't know what we're doing today. We're just a hot, stinking mess.
So it's like we've never done a live before. It's been, I mean, a long time. I can't even remember the last time we've done a live. At least 6 months. And we literally forgot every single aspect of going live and what to do. And honestly, we don't even know what we're talking about yet either. So you're in for
Yeah.
it.
Also, this is terrible quality if you're on our TikTok. So just, it is what it is. Hi, guys. Welcome to our life.
Yes. I mean, I can always go get Chris's. That way I can go on,
That's fine.
jump online. Oh, it's
Hi,
not too
Eric.
shabby.
Yeah, it's fine. Oh, here, Chris is in here. Hi, Chris.
Is he on with TikTok?
Yeah, on TikTok.
Oh, okay.
So,
That's his social media of preference.
I mean, to be honest, it's my social media preference as well, but don't tell Meta because we need them to do things for us.
Agreed.
Hi,
Agreed.
Mom.
Hey, Mama Pam.
Mama Pam. No, Abby. So yeah, we don't really have an agenda. We don't really know what we're doing tonight. We just felt like we needed to do this for funsies.
Yeah. We're like, hey, we need to start bringing back these lives and talking about just different true crime in the news because it's, I don't know, I miss it. We get into these, I don't know, seasoned eras, I guess, if you will, of research on the grind, administrative tasks that we don't take the time to be like, hey, this is where it started, us just talking about true crime.
Yeah. And again, this is real life. So sorry about that. My dog demanded that she also be in the room because
It happens.
She does that. So yeah, I guess we could talk to you about what we've got going on. What big thing
Let's
that's
start
coming
there.
up. Hi,
What is it?
Camille. We miss
Hello.
you.
I know.
Are you going to
Hope
be in
this.
Denver? Sorry, didn't mean to talk over you.
Oh, no, you're fine. Hopefully you are. That's our main spot. We get to see you.
That's our next trip.
Yes, Denver coming up in what, a month? Little over a month?
Yep. Little over a month. And yeah, Denver True Crime Podcast, True Crime and Paranormal Podcast Festival. It's really hard because I just call it TCPF, so I feel like I'm always missing the paranormal.
Yes, agreed. And I'm so used to just calling it that it's difficult. But yeah, it's going to be an amazing event. Who do we got there? Julie Murray headlining, Sarah Turney. Actually, Sarah Turner headlining. Julie Murray going to be there. Friday, there's supposed to be a huge announcement of some crazy creator, and I'm so excited to learn about who that could be.
I mean, like, I think I know who it is, but
Same.
I may or may not have an inside source. But we can't share that yet. So make sure you stick around and follow all of their socials on Friday because it's going to be a big one.
Yes. What do we got after True Crime and Paranormal Podcast Fest?
Really, July is a crazy month. Melissa's going to be gone for 99% of the month, basically.
I am.
Between Denver, then she's headed to Hawaii, and then she'll be back just in time for us to head to Washington, D.C. We're going to meet Eric over there and do some fun learning stuff for a change. I feel like it's not just, sorry, I hit my phone. Sorry. I feel like it's not just fun stuff that trip. We're going to do actual learning and some networking. We're going to NOVA, the NOVA Training Conference, and that's the National Organization for Victim Advocates, and we're super excited about it. Melissa just did a training on it today, and she's hyped.
I really am. There were hundreds of people in this webinar, and it's essentially was an orientation about the event, which obviously I love that they put on because it gave so much information, what to bring, the whole schedule. What it didn't mention though is the fact that what each breakout room or speaker would be presenting on. And I was like hoping they would give us that info, but they did not. However, it seems like it's going to be so much fun. There are 9 workshops like going on at a time. So I'm so nervous about which one I want to pick. Yes. Oh, I know. So you got like the main stage and your keynote speakers, but then you have all these workshops happening right after that. And I'm like, I want to go to all of them. However, you can only go to one. And there's a whole system about if it's full, if it's not full. I haven't even told Whitney and Eric all about it, but it is going to be so informative. We're going to network with so many people. And it's like really a lot of law enforcement and military advocates will be there. So I'm very excited to meet these people.
You're borderline stressing me out because now we're going to have to figure out how to clone ourselves before we can go.
Oh, I know. Because I'm like, that's going to be the hardest part is pick which one do we pick? Obviously, we're going to have to like split all up. We're going to because there's going to be so much good information and we're not going to want to miss any of it. Someone did ask in the orientation if the events would be like duplicated either on the virtual option or if they would be offered at different times. And as far as live events, every single one of the classes are different. So every workshop is different. So there's no duplications there. They said there might be a few. If you did purchase the virtual option, you might get some of the same information, but still I'm like so pumped up for Washington, DC, which I've never been there either. So we might have to throw in a couple of side quests as my kids would say.
Side quests. That's something my kids would say too. Yeah, I've been to DC a few times. Been to the Smithsonian, some of the Smithsonians a few times, but it's still a really cool place to go. So I'm down for the touristy things. I'm sure Eric would be too if we have the energy because it sounds like they're going to be long days.
Yes. The main Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday are jam-packed. It seems like even the ending, the closing, farewell little speech thing sounds amazing because then they tell you where the next location of the NOVA conference will be at, and they like give out prizes and they kind of recap, and then they take a picture with all like 2,000 attendees in the room. So yeah, we have to definitely buy shirts because most people will be wearing some type of NOVA branded shirts to take this huge picture every year, which I'm so freaking excited.
I love that. It's going to be so good. Can't wait. After that, we don't really have, I feel like our schedule kind of slows down for a bit until October, and then we're headed to the Berkshires again.
Yes.
For the Berkshire Podcast Festival.
Which Eric and I have never been to. We both were not able to go last year. Whitney went, and I'm so excited to do that one as well. Add that. So many airline points this year.
It's good. You're racking them up for next year.
Yes.
Yeah. From there, after that, we have Advocacy Con. And I think that, I really think the Berkshires is going to be our last trip until Advocacy Con because we've got so much to prepare for and we're so excited. We've got lots and lots of amazing things coming that we haven't shared yet, but we'll be sharing soon as we get closer.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. I definitely can't go on any more trips after the Berkshires. That's ended until March in Indiana.
Yeah. Well, I'm coming to you in November. There's that. But
you are. Yes, you have one more trip.
I do, but it's for funsies. It's not for worksies.
Yes.
Yeah. Other than that, like what's been going on in everyone's lives? Share something y'all want to chat about. We promise we'll be better at this later, yeah.
We'll
have more of an agenda at some point. lots of crazy true crime cases going on right now in trials. So you got Karen Reed going on. I don't even know what all trials. My mom's the trial person. That's all she does all day. Watch trials. She's been my go-to trial person.
Yeah, there's just been like crazy things going on though. Chad Daybell getting sentenced to death, which was I was kind of shocked at death. You don't hear of it as often, I feel like, anymore. But yeah, Chad Daybell just so Lori hasn't went through the whole process yet, correct?
I don't know if she's been charged with everything that she's supposed to be charged with. I'm not sure. To be honest, I haven't really been following it. Yes,
I got you.
Agreed. Yeah.
Agreed. Yeah.
Just before we hopped on here, Melissa shared a TikTok with me of a woman who is claiming to be a little girl that went missing several years ago. She was waiting for a bus, and
I want to say 30 plus years ago.
30 plus years ago. Cherry Mahan. Sherry. I'm not sure which way you pronounce it, so forgive me if I get it wrong. I didn't prepare for this conversation. But she claims to be that missing young girl. She was 8 when she got off of a bus in 1985.
Dear mom, is that what you're reading right
now? Yeah. So she claims to be this missing girl, and I don't know the process in which they're going to go through to confirm that or not. I know that no, Chris.
I know. I'm like, oh, hush about that over there on TikTok chat. We're not prepped to do that quite yet. Not saying that won't happen at a future live, but we're not equipped because he thought he wasn't getting
his... so everyone could see it. You turned. So this Sherry Mahan, she was 8 years old in Pennsylvania. She was last seen getting off of a bus, and this woman is claiming to be that little girl all these years later. So I think they're going to do some sort of investigation to check into that. And then from there, I don't know. This is the 4th person to claim to be this little girl. So I don't know. I can't imagine how the family must feel.
I know, getting your hopes up every time and then it like not turning out to be them is just devastating.
Yeah. Can't even imagine.
Agreed. One thing, I think I've been sending you this info to Gypsy Rose, man. There's so much going on there that I can't even keep up. It feels like it's like a soap opera. I'm not even joking you though. Everything that surrounds her is the most dramatic thing I've ever heard in my life. It never happens in the suburbs.
Right. If y'all didn't know that Gypsy Rose Blanchard is out, she is broken up with her second husband to get back with her first husband, if I understand that correctly.
Well, I think the first one was only a fiance, but same thing. Yes, she married the one guy, was with them barely anything. There is going to be, I think it's on Lifetime. Is it on Lifetime? I don't know. So. Something's coming out. A documentary is coming out about her getting out and everything, her life afterwards. My honest opinion.
Listen, that girl hit the ground running. She came out. She is talking about her sex life on TV immediately. And then she went straight to plastic surgery and a divorce and now a reality TV show. She's just like, literally hit the ground running.
And that's like in 3 months. Did you see she's going to be on the Kardashians?
No.
I just a smidge, not like obviously a star or anything, but yeah, she's going to be talking to Kim about something. And I'm like, are you effing kidding me? It freaks me out. I'm sorry.
Her? Is Kim going to represent her?
If she ever passes the bar.
Sure.
So I don't know. And I just pulled up the new, like I just Googled her name, and it looks like she's now suing a true crime content creator for defamation and fraud. So I'm obviously not going to say anything negative about her. However,
Right.
we do know this content creator, and it's just wild the fact that they're now in a legal battle.
Yes, it is interesting. We did have the opportunity to meet that content creator, and I can't believe that this is happening now. I mean,
Yeah,
it's wild. It's wild.
it really, really is. Yeah, like the true crime community. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. The true crime community is so small. Like, I, back when I just listened to true crime, it was so different. I thought of it so different. Like, oh, there's all these people. They're all connected. Every last one of these people are connected, and it's mind-boggling.
But I love it all at the same time. It's like its own
I
little
know.
community.
It's its own little community, but there's rumors. It's just like small town. It's
There's
your
an HOA.
there, there. Oh my god, there is an HOA and an ethics committee. Got to do what's right.
Yeah,
You're gonna be
gotta
blasted.
do it right.
Sorry.
Yep, you're gonna be here. Let's do it the right way.
Exactly.
That one, yeah, that one is crazy. Just, I feel like there's just so much going on all at once in the
Same.
crime space. The little icon.
Oh, I'm like, what are they chatting about? Gotta send the stars.
Well, thanks for sending stars.
Yeah, I can't see that, but great. Yeah, it's just true crime. It's not what I expected, to say the least.
But we're changing it. We are part of the movement to change this wonderful community.
Yeah. Everyone wants to do good. Most people want to do good. So we just have to lead by example. Oh
But thanks, Chris. But Facebook's going to take their cut. And so you paid us $1 of your own money to give us 80 cents. So thank you.
I appreciate that, love. Even
But
though we have the
you.
same bank account. We appreciate it though. Yeah, it's crazy out there. Is there any like true crime in the news stories that you guys have been fascinated with? Or I feel like the newer ones I don't know about as much, because we typically do older ones, except for Noah Pressgrove. Like that's the only one that's kind of new-ish that I know about.
No, we could talk about Noah a little bit.
Yeah, that is. I don't know if it's because it's like teenage boys and because like I have teenage boys, but it just hits so close to home. And so Noah, you're just your all-American boy. Oh shit! Thank you, Christopher. Saw a TikTok today. A 14-year-old killed his teacher. Okay. Oh my God! The treadmill dad.
What's the
Have you? This is absolutely insane. I didn't know that he was found guilty, and Pam, that makes me so excited. So this dad and the mom had like split custody. Every time I think he was like 5 or 6, he was with his dad. His dad was not a nice dude. He made him run on a treadmill like for hours upon hours.
What?
And then it killed him. He like fell off. His dad would put him back up there. He was 6. It's heartbreaking. I only know the basics of it. I don't know a lot going on with it, but apparently he was just found guilty.
Oh, wow. It says he died from injuries suffered when he fell face first around 6 times. About 6 times.
Yes. And his dad just kept putting him on the treadmill, making him go more. And we're talking fast, not slow, like a slight walk or anything. This was horrible.
That's so sad.
Yes. Oh, wow. So I'll be interested to see the sad thing. Another sad thing about it, the mom literally tried to get him not to go there. And they told her that like she would be arrested and in contempt if she didn't make her kid go. He fell off 5 to 6 times. His heart and lungs had lacerations. That dad bit him on his head. Oh, I did. Like, what
Bit?
in the world? Bit him
Hmm.
on like his head when he
Oh
couldn't
my
stay on.
goodness.
Oh, that little
So sad.
boy.
That's so sad.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so glad that the dad was found guilty because they had video surveillance of him, the little boy running on the treadmill.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. It's wild. Like, what in the heck is wrong with people?
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know either.
It looks like Amanda Knox was reconvicted of slander.
I didn't hear the whole thing, but I heard that she was in trouble again. I didn't know what it was for, but I was like, oh. So how does that?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you,
Little
Chris. We'll
less
make it
gloomy.
okay. What I'm so excited about, this sounds like I'm an older person though. We're getting rain next week here in Florida.
She literally sent me a map of the rain map. We're gonna get almost 9 inches. I don't know that Florida is even. Y'all are already below sea level. So have you broken out the like sandbags? Because 9 inches of rain, you're going to flood.
Yes, but we have not had rain in so long that that's okay. And actually, we just dumped out our sandbags and we're going to refill them. Yeah, we've had them for like 2 years and they were like growing weeds inside them. So we had to switch them up. But yes, I'm like so excited to have some rain, and that makes me sound incredibly old. But I'm excited.
Please take all of our rain. I'm over the rain. I just don't want the humidity anymore.
Yeah, you guys have had so much rain.
So much. And our lakes still aren't full. So like I don't know how. Yeah.
Wow.
Lake Travis here is still like 20 feet under where it's supposed to be.
That's wild.
Crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, we're at drought levels here as well, but hopefully this season.
We are so old. Please come on our live and listen to us talk about the weather.
If you're over 30, you care about the weather. I'm sorry. I find it interesting. Chris started watching birds, so that's old too.
Oh, is he gonna? You need to get him one of those houses with the cameras on it so that he can watch it while he's away.
Yes, exactly. It's just he literally will text me every time he sees a cardinal. Oh wow, Lake Cranberry has risen 5 feet. See, Pam, it's interesting stuff. I like it.
Huh. Oh man, we're a mess.
We are.
Okay, so like, we're bringing these back, but we're gonna have guests, so it's not just us talking about the rain, guys.
Yes. Guests will come. We kind of just decided this Monday, right? Monday, like afternoon. We're like, oh, we're gonna just start doing these again and figure it out as we go along.
Yeah. Yep. So this is us figuring it out. Thanks for joining the bride.
Yes, we appreciate it.
Camille has an amazing podcast. Her and her bestie do a podcast called Our True Crime Podcast, and they're fixing to go on a trip overseas, and I'm super jealous.
I know. It seems like it's going to be so much fun. And I bet Camille is super excited to be out for the summer.
Oh, I bet. She's a teacher, and man, enjoy that. You got to enjoy that summer break.
Time off. Yeah, because kids are bad. They are crazy. I'm just scrolling through what's been.
I'm worried about my grammar.
Did Chris say that? I don't think he's like, I can't put every comment into Grammarly before I send it. You are such a dork. I love it.
So lately we've had a few opportunities to do some flyer campaigns and kind of help push the word about some of the cases in the area. We didn't get to cover her case, but Bianca Carrasco, I've totally butchered her last name, and I'm so sorry. Disappeared out of the San Antonio area, and our good friend Haley Gray was helping the family by getting some awareness on that case on various podcasts. And we just aren't to Texas yet. It's going to be a while before we get to our Texas case. So, but we didn't want to, turn down the opportunity to help them. And they were granted a Seasons of Justice billboard. So
yes.
We were able to push out a little bit of some flyers in the area, and hopefully something good comes from that, put some pressure on law enforcement and the suspect in that area. So hopefully.
Yes. And then we did a flyer campaign for the Ashley Love case, which we did cover as our action-oriented advocacy case. That one just honestly boggles my mind. A young, just barely graduated high school girl that was kind of just figuring out stuff, close-knit family. Someone breaks into her home while her whole family is there. We're talking mom, dad sleeping down the hall. She's on the second floor. This person goes straight up to her bedroom and shoots her while she's sleeping. And literally a clue has come from this. It's completely open case. It's heartbreaking because there's no leads.
Nope. And her mom came face to face with the killer. She opened her bedroom door and he was right there, and just
yeah,
can't imagine.
Cannot. But yeah, we did a flyer campaign. Also, Season of Justice did a billboard campaign for that case as well. They're like on it like this year. They're getting these billboards put up faster and faster. It's amazing the work that they are doing.
Yes, they're doing such amazing things. So if you have a few extra bucks, that's who we encourage you to support.
Yes, most definitely.
Big things. Speaking of Haley, there's Haley.
There's Haley.
Welcome.
Yes.
Haley's also doing major things in the world. Oh, she did ask us a question on Instagram. I don't know how this works. So this new program, Whitney's an idiot. You have to go live on 2 different spots. So we are live on Instagram also. And she's been talking to us over there and I didn't even know it.
Oh, sorry.
So sorry.
I don't even have Instagram. So
you can't even log into our business.
I can't. It won't let me log into it. So I don't ever know what's going on over there. So I'm a little bit bummed. So, but what was the question? Did you get to see it? Because
what are some things you're looking forward to at Advocacy Con?
Oh, that is a good question. Okay, if I'm being truthful, I'm looking forward to it being over and us knowing we accomplished a lot. But that's the introvert in me. Other than that, like I am looking just for like the families to be able to connect with resources when they meet someone or find something out, and you can see that spark in their eyes, that hope that will light them up. Even if I'm like from a distance, you can see it. And I think that's what I'm going to be looking for, because that's going to kind of give me not validation, but like, hey, that all of this is worth it, kind of.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think for me, it's being able to put families in the same room so that they finally have someone that understands what they're going through. Because as much as Melissa and I try to be there and to empathize with these people, we will never know the pain that they feel. And I think being able to put them with someone else that can say, I know what you're going through and truly mean it. I think that's a big part for me, but also give them the opportunity to learn some things that may help with their loved one's case.
Yeah.
That's it. That turned way sappier than I intended it to.
It is. I feel like it's going to be an emotionally charged weekend. That's for sure. Definitely looking forward to myself learning a lot from a few of the speakers that are going to be there. Beth Holloway, I'm slightly freaking out about being in the room with her and hearing her story. But yeah, we'll just take it all in and regroup and figure out what went right, what went wrong, and then plan for the next year.
Yeah. Yeah. So if y'all have any ideas, send them our way. We'll try to make it happen. We're still in the early planning stages. I wouldn't say early. We're still in the planning stages. We've made it quite a good ways, and we're excited for what's going to come from this.
Yeah. Oh, what else? I'm like just scrolling here.
Melissa and I also recorded 4 episodes today. Like, we started very early this morning. We have done a lot of information today, so my brain is just about done.
Yeah,
When it
not gonna
comes
lie.
to operating today.
Yeah. And it feels like when we recorded that was like yesterday, because it's been a very long day, especially when you start recording that much. Okay. And to be fair, like we don't typically record that much at one time. However, with all of the trips and conferences that we are going to be going on in the next month or two, we're like, let's be amazing humans and get a head start, get all of this recording done, and it'll be in our back pocket and we can fully focus on learning at Nova, being great participants at TCPF, that type of thing. So, and I really plan on relaxing in Hawaii and not even bringing a computer is the goal. So,
I mean, you have to bring it to Colorado, so it's going to be there, but don't open it.
Yes, that is true. So, yeah, it's just a lot going on. But yeah, we plan on doing a lot of recording ahead of time.
Yes, lots of recording. She wants to know, Haley also wants to know what TV shows we're watching.
So I'm embarrassed to even say mine. I recently started back Heartland. Just, yeah, it's a horse show. It's a drama. Show. I just don't even. Yeah. No, no. Do you? Okay, let me tell you. Yes, Heartland is adorable. MILF Manor. So Chris and I, my husband, watch a ton of things on TLC. And every single time we finish watching whatever it is we're watching, we have like 5 shows we watch on there, MILF Manor comes up. And I'm like, and we're always like, what the heck? Why MILF Manor? They are pushing that show like nobody's business. And the fact that I'm a boy mom, I hate it even more.
Because it's a terrible idea, so they have to push it somehow. Because no one's watching it on their own. It's that accidental like roll over into the next show in the middle of the night because you fell asleep and the TV's still on. That's how they're getting their numbers because nobody wants to watch that.
It is the most awkward because it comes on and I am like, this is so awkward. Absolutely not. But other shows that I do watch on TLC, Seven Little Johnstons is one of my faves. Sister Wives, any of the 90 Day Fiancés, which means Single Life, any of those I watch.
She watches a lot of trash TV is what she's telling you.
A lot of trash. But I have a line in the sand and MILF Manor is on the other side of it. Okay. And then I watch like Heartland to bring me back and be wholesome.
Yeah.
Oh, Chris loves 600 Pound Life, and Hoarders.
1,000 Pound. I love Hoarders.
Oh,
it makes me feel better about myself. 1,000 Pound Sisters. You watch. Yeah. She got me into the 90 Day Fiance thing because she wanted me to meet Big Ed, but she didn't tell me that I had to watch all of the 90 Day Fiance episodes and series and then it not even be on that show before I got to Big Ed. So I kind of gave up for a little bit.
It's there's so many because you got Single now and then you've got like Life After and then you've got like The Other Way. They all run together for me. However, Chris and I just started watching I don't know which one it is, but we only started watching it because Big Ed and his fiance break up again. Chris likes to call him Little Ed now.
Well, I started watching that with you when you started watching that season or whatever. I watched like one
Yeah.
episode of it. I went back to Below Deck. I like Below Deck.
Yes. I did like
All
Below
of
Deck.
them.
I like
I like
knowing
the
how much money
Yes, I like
they spend.
Below Deck Med the best
Okay.
because I like Captain Sandy because I think she's a badass. So love that. I do watch a lot I'm my mother's daughter. I watch a lot of documentaries. I think I've rewatched Criminal Minds a million times over. That's my go-to. Like that and Supernatural are my go-to cleaning house shows. Like you just throw it on for background noise because I don't have to watch it. I've seen it so many times it plays in my head just by listening to it.
Yeah.
What I
You
don't know that
just
I
you
watched
just
any.
watched that cult documentary, the TikTok cult
I
documentary.
did.
I haven't talked to you about how it was.
It was interesting. They drug it out over 3 episodes, I believe, and it could have been
Okay.
one of those situations. And it didn't get anywhere. I mean, yes, these people, I feel, did join a cult, and they're in contact with most of them are in contact with their families, but they're not. Nothing is happening with it. There's not, it's not the lawsuits and it's not. I don't know. It's not what I thought it was going to be. I don't know. Wasn't a fan.
Okay.
I don't think they did it well.
Okay, then I don't even have to watch that one.
Yeah. I did watch Bridgerton. That's more my you've got to do it. I need you to do it.
I gotta do it. So I started it, but then I gave it 3 minutes and then I quit. And I'm like, if I just stick with it, I know that I will like it.
Just power through. It's a wholesome
gotta
one.
do it.
It's like the perfect mix of wholesome TV with a little bit of smut in there.
Okay. A little bit scandal. I need drama.
Scandal. Yep, lots of drama. It's like early English Gossip Girl, if you liked Gossip Girl.
Okay, I did love Gossip Girl. See, yeah, Cindy, I gave it a little bit of time and I couldn't. Evil Lives Here.
I don't even know what that is, Mom.
I don't know that Evil Lives Here. I might need to check it out though.
It'd give you nightmares. It'd be Scare Me episode.
No, I can handle real scary stuff. I just can't handle the fake scary stuff, which is so weird, but it is the way it is.
Yep, it is.
Yes.
It's a crime thingy, she says.
Okay. Oh, your aunt said it. That one is scary.
Do y'all have any recommendations? Give me, I'm always on the hunt for a good show, good new show.
Oh my God, me too.
The new season of Criminal Minds starts tomorrow, and they've already been renewed for another season.
So does that come out weekly, or can you watch it all at one time?
I think it comes out weekly on Paramount Plus. Okay. I just wish they'd bring Dr. Reed back, man. Matthew Gray.
See, I think I only watched the first season or 2 of Criminal Minds.
Then you're way behind because
I know. I feel like I need to.
17.
Wow. Yeah, I might need to do that. I can work at longer periods of time if I have a show on. If I don't, then I'm like, okay, I'm bored, and then try to find something else to do.
Yep. Yeah.
So
I think Sean is from Sins and Survivors is in our Instagram. Hi, Sean.
Hey.
Fun fact, we will be doing a panel with Sean at TCPF this year.
Yes, we will, which I'm slightly nervous about, but
close that box back up until we get there.
I know. I'm going to keep it open for one more comment, and then I'm going to close it until July, and then we'll figure it out. But I mean, because it's such a heavy, specific topic, it's not I don't know. It's a difficult topic, so I'm a little nervous.
Fair enough.
Yeah. It'll be
I
good,
won't
though.
be nervous until right before we get on the stage, and then I'll be super nervous. So it's fine.
Yeah. All right. So we just mellows out. I'm closing that box, not even thinking about that again. I've got other things on my list to be nervous about before then. I line up the things that I need to be nervous about.
One at a time. One at a time.
One at a time. That's all I need.
So,
All right. What else do we got? Oh, look, we've been 41 minutes. I feel like we're doing decent.
good
with
job for having
just
zero agenda.
Yes, you know,
We're pretty
we do better with agendas. At least like a nice outline of what to chat about. Today it's just all willy-nilly. Sorry, I'm about to bring everyone down again, but I don't know enough about it and I've barely heard anything. But some woman went and stabbed a 3-year-old and the mom in a grocery store parking lot. Totally random. They didn't know each other. And the 3-year-old died. The mom tried to intervene or was also stabbed. I'm like, what? Where do we live that this type of thing happens?
Was that in Florida?
No, I think it was Wisconsin.
Oh.
Hold on.
Also, like the things we Google, guys, if we're on so many lists, I can't even.
Oh, I know. It's Ohio. So we actually recorded Ohio today. And it wasn't good. So, yeah. So 3-year-old dies in what police say was a random stabbing in Ohio grocery parking lot. Luckily, they did arrest, and it was a woman. Okay, not that I'm being sexist, but that's unusual. Yeah, so it says a 3-year-old was fatally stabbed by a woman as he sat in a grocery cart in a supermarket parking lot. The boy's mother was also stabbed, but her injuries were not life-threatening. It was a woman named Bianca Ellis of Cleveland. She was just like walking away from the scene with a knife in her hand when police were able to apprehend her.
Absolutely terrifying. Absolutely terrifying.
Yeah. Like beyond terrifying. You think that people only want to like kidnap your kids, but now they're just going to stab them. It's wild. Yeah.
Absolutely nutso.
Yeah, right, Pam? Like it just seems like there are so many there's so much violence all the freaking time. Yeah, it's definitely.
Well, Melissa just left me. That's so nice of her to do, I suppose. Rude. What happened?
I wanted to change things up a little bit.
Swapsies. Swap inside.
What's the game or whatever where when you pull up to a stop sign and you all like get out and run around the car?
Drill.
Yeah, fire drill. That's essentially what I just did to you.
Yeah, a little bit. I was totally. Like, okay.
Totally on accident there. That's fine though. Yeah.
So like Melissa's superpower is that she can get out of a Zoom meeting faster than anyone I've ever met in my life. I don't know how she does it. I can't even find the exit button before she's like gone.
In my brain, I've been prepping leaving since the moment I joined. That's what happens when you're like introverted. You're like, okay, it's like you count down the minutes that you have to be social. And so I'm like, oh, you know.
Is it the Irish goodbye where it's like you're to tell everyone you're going goodbye and then like you're there for 45 more minutes? That's Whitney.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm the opposite. I sneak out the backyard to leave early and you don't even know, but you're busy. You're busy hosting the party, so you don't know I left.
Yeah, that's why we work so well together, is that we're complete opposites. Because I'll be at an event and Jeff will be like, when you coming home? I'm like, saying goodbye now. And an hour later, he's like, thought you were coming home. Oh, so sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, the Irish goodbye is leaving
Okay.
without telling anyone. Then I'm whatever the other is.
Yeah. So I'm the Irish goodbye. I feel like you're something like the Southern woman. 'Cause that's Southern people. Just like to chat.
Yeah. That loud, outspoken Southern woman again. God.
Ah.
Procrastination.
It's like you just like want to chat with the people. You're not
Right.
like putting anything
I'm-
off.
Here's the thing. I say bye. Oh, and also.
Yes. And then
the whole thing.
and then they have a rebuttal and then you're going back at it and it's
And then
just
it's rude
yeah.
to like leave. I don't
Okay,
know
I'm
why
sorry.
you can't see your chat. I'm so sorry, Christopher.
We can see your chat.
Get out and get back in. I don't know what to tell you. My tech department is dealing with my children.
Yes. What does teenage texting MB maybe? MB. What do you yeah.
Mom butt.
MB.
I don't know.
I think it's gonna be maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know. Okay. Don't even need to worry about
I
that.
feel guilty if I leave early and I feel guilty too. Like, here's the thing.
Well, if they don't even know you left, that's the part you have to get good at. Leaving without them knowing you leave. Then you don't have any guilt because they didn't know.
It's like a game.
Yes. Because so if they bring it up a couple days later, like, why'd you leave early? You lost the game because they knew you left. You have to try not to leave. Or no, you have to try not to let them know you left.
See, then I'd feel bad because then I'd be like the next day someone would be like, "Oh, I didn't know you left. You left without saying goodbye." And I'd be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I hurt your feelings." And then here we are.
Oh no, I would just say, I did tell you bye. You just don't remember.
Oh,
gaslight
MB stands for my bad.
Oh, okay. Oh, thank you. Man, look at Pam. She knows this lingo.
Listen, she hangs out in the chats a lot. She does a lot of that texting language in the chat.
Okay. Yeah, my son just texted me that.
Well, MB, he's going to be grounded.
Yeah. MB is not going to make up for it. You are the hip Mimi.
She is. That's, this text lingo these days, like, what does skibbity mean? Skibbity toilet. That's something my kids have been
have
saying.
you seen that?
No. What's up, brother?
It's like,
that's where I still am.
So skippity is like a man's head that comes out of a toilet and it's really disgusting. It's like a character and it's like a human head and it looks just Google it and you'll see a picture of it.
I'd rather not.
But essentially it's just like gross or bad or something. Just like Ohio. If someone says, "Oh, that's Ohio," that's bad as well.
Okay. Yeah. I'm still over here doing my sketch impersonations that my kids absolutely hate.
Sketch. I love sketch. But we felt super hip because Eric didn't know about sketch.
No, mother, do not put that in our chat. We will get blocked. We have
shut our TikTok down.
We have family arguments about what the water droplets emojis mean. Not the one water droplet, the 3 water droplet emojis. She uses it as in like she's laughing so hard she's crying. Instead of using the laughing so hard she's crying emoji, she adds additional water to it.
She's got all the tears coming down.
Yeah. And we had to explain to her that that's not what that means. And she doesn't believe us. She says it means happy tears.
Happy tears. Okay. No, I've never used that water emoji ever in my life. So
yeah.
Oh.
So the things, like I don't remember waking up old, but apparently I did. Someday ago it happened.
Yes. You cannot pinpoint the moment that you wake up old. You just know that you did. And then that's the end of it.
Yeah.
We're there. We're totally there.
Dang it.
I know.
I didn't
Thought I
want to
could make
be.
it till at least 40, but nope.
She probably does.
You don't have to say every thought out loud.
Thanks for updating us on your daily schedule, Christopher.
Your pill situation there. Oh, Lordy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got like 10 more minutes. What are we going to chat about?
I don't know. What else is going on? Nothing happening. And you know what we could talk about? Lady Bird Lake, and you going through hours upon hours of footage.
We have done that, or I have done that.
You have done that. I have not. I can start now that I have not my children's computers.
Yeah. So 2 years ago? 2 years
It's long. I feel like it's been a very long time.
There was a lot of hoopla around Austin and around Chicago, and I believe one other city that has a major kind of river lake that goes through it, where some bodies have been pulled out of the lake. We call it Lady Bird Lake, but it's really just a really wide river here in Austin. And there's been a lot of discussion that, hi, Matt, on whether or not there could potentially be a serial killer here, or the fact that there's been 39 bodies, I believe, now pulled out of Lady Bird Lake since 2008. And I think 36 of them, if I remember my numbers correct, have been, and I don't have the numbers right here in front of me, so forgive me if they're wrong.
Yeah.
But I believe 36 of them have been labeled as accidental drownings.
Yes.
Which seems unlikely. While yes, the access to the lake is very easily accessible. I mean, you could easily fall into the lake. And there's a lot of drinking happening around these areas, but it's just too many. It's entirely too many. They're all kind of the same age brackets. They're mid 20s to mid 30 men that are, I think there's only 2 of them that are women. It's just the victimology is too close.
It's not any kids. It's not kids or anyone that can't really swim. These are grown men that it's typically found dead in. And I want to say, when you fall into this lake / river, it's only like 2 or 3 feet deep, right? As soon as you get in, at the bank.
Right. At the bank, most of the areas are shallow. Now, I have to remember that I have to let you know that the Lady Bird Lake is absolutely disgusting. Like, they don't allow swimming in it. You can boat in it and you can kayak in it. A lot of people paddleboard in it, but like the thought of paddleboarding and potentially falling into this lake is gross, because there is so much trash, so much algae. It's absolutely disgusting. So it's not something that people seek out to like even stick their feet in, or that I don't know. It's very strange that all of these people are going missing in the Austin area. So I think people or someone started a article that said, is there a serial killer in Austin? It kind of picked up a little bit. There's a Facebook group out there that has a lot of speculation around it. There's a lot of concern because a lot of these people were last seen on Rainy Street, and Rainy Street is a popular party street where people do get drunk and accidents can happen. And there are reports of people's drinks being drugged and things of those natures that happen, things that happen on party streets. That happens there. So yes, some of these could be accidental drownings, but I don't think all of them. Well, we got kind of involved. We got connected with some families. We've covered a couple of the cases. And in this process, we did what we always do and submitted a FOIA request. Again, 2 years ago, we were unable to get really anything at first. They gave us maybe one incident report on the 17 names we submitted. They would not give autopsy reports to family members. So there was some fight we did with Austin PD on that. And ultimately, some of the family members did finally get what they were asking for. One of the things we requested was body cam footage from when they were removing these bodies from the lake, and the policies and procedures that come with that. And we were told that there was 160 hours of footage, no, 140 hours of footage available on 14 different cameras. And we would have to purchase that because of the manpower it takes to review the footage, the time it takes. They have to pay someone to do that. And they sent us a bill for $700. Well, can you imagine being a family member and receiving a bill for $700 for something that should be free? We
Mhm.
don't agree with that. So Melissa and I paid for it. A year and a half ago, we paid that bill, and we've contacted them regularly of, hey, still waiting, still waiting. Well, Austin PD has a policy that 3 people have to view the footage before they can release it to make sure the things that are required to be redacted are in fact redacted, just for due to human error and whatnot. And we finally got that footage last week, the week before last.
Yeah.
So I've been reviewing the footage. We got it downloaded. I've been reviewing the footage so that we can give it to the family. First off, that's our first goal with it, is to allow the families to have access to it for whatever they may need. But we also want to review it to give them timestamps so that they have some sort of warning, because it's just raw footage
Mhm.
that we are given hours upon hours, and we don't want to give that to them with absolutely zero warning of what they may see or the state in which they may see their loved one. So that's what I've been working on, reviewing that. I don't believe we've gotten it all. I really need to add up all of the timestamps because
Mhm.
I believe we only got 8 files. And I feel like you can't get 140 hours in 8 files. So we're working on that. I will say that I was pleasantly surprised with the amount of respect that the law enforcement officers had for the situation. They did a really good job of making sure that the area was cornered off or roped off, and that a media couldn't gain access when they didn't need the access. And they were respectful of the family members that were there on site, because unfortunately the footage that we did get, the family member was there on site when they found, um, when they were removing this body from the lake. And I was impressed with that. But anyway, that's what I've been working on. That was a very long-winded way to say
That's
I've
all
been
right.
watching a lot of video.
Yes. Yeah, some of these just the cases do not make sense. We had one avid swimmer that fell in and died. Then we had another one that his mom said he was so deathly afraid of water, he wouldn't have been anywhere near the river. They a few of them had like one drink and they somehow ended up in the river. All of it is very suspicious, very tragic, and these families need more information about what happened. So I we were on a call and discussed the police officers, and they were so respectful. I was so thankful for that, because so many times we get where they're not. I was really concerned about what we would hear from their point of view. Um, but so far, so good. I know you haven't been through all of it yet, right? And now I can help
No.
because now I'm not on my kid's computer and I can
Right.
download that. So,
Um,
yeah.
I'm not through all of it yet. I will say we're also working with people here in Austin to change legislation, and potentially, if they think that people are falling in this lake, we need a fence. It's not that hard, or more lighting. It's very dim down there. There is a path along the lake. So yeah, some of these could be accidents, but not all of them. And it's not difficult to put up a fence to prevent this from happening further. So we're working on those kinds of things behind the scenes. Those are things we don't really talk about, I guess, in the
Mhm.
public, but those are things we do.
Yes. Time consuming things, but also so important.
Yep. Look at that. That got us to almost an hour. Hot
Woot
dog.
woot.
My mom does do that, boohoo crying. She does. But that's not what those dots mean.
Those droplets, you should say. Those droplets.
Now she's going to use that in our group chat. Thanks, Matt.
Oh, love it. Love it. All right. We don't have a schedule for lives yet. We have to get organized with them because we just threw this out there, and we're going to have guests again. That's the goal.
Right. The next one we'll have a guest so that you don't have to hear us drone on and on. Or we'll have we'll be a little bit more prepared,
However, we really wanted to do this without a guest so that we didn't look like we were fumbling it quite as much. So now we at least have logistics down before we invite our guest. But we have a couple of people already lined up. So it'll be interesting next time. But thank you all.
Yes, thank you all for joining us. And we'll see you sometime in the near future.
Yes. Bye.